Good morning, YouTube. Happy Friday. My name is Will, Lotus, Enzo, and my Evo 8 RS. Today is a Friday video, so I typically do like little fun facts about the Evos, just little short things, you know, that don't need a whole full video for. Somebody kind of requested this, and so I wanted to talk about it, and that is, what are the rarest colors? And that got me thinking about kind of like production numbers and everything too. So I've been doing the Evo for Dummies series, which has involved a lot of research. And in doing so, I was also keeping track, trying to find production numbers and colors and different things because I knew I wanted to do this video. The short answer is, I have no idea. The information is murky. First of all, like companies, they generally don't break it down by like trims. So like MR, RS, GSR, SEs. And they certainly don't break things down by colors when they're reporting sales. And the other thing with sales data is, so like I went through a lot of the Mitsubishi past reports on sales data. There's a couple things is sometimes they break down models, sometimes they didn't. And they would do one every month typically, but again, you know, January they might break it down by model. And then February they might not. And then March they might. And then so you're left with all this confusion. So then your alternative is to contact Mitsubishi. Now, I've heard rumors that this can take weeks sometimes to get a response back. That's something that, one, I hadn't planned for, and I may still do, but to be honest, looking around on some of the forums, I don't know that I will. Some people have copy and pasted responses they've gotten from Mitsubishi and written out responses from calling them. The thing is, if you've ever worked for a big company, there's so much data and so much information, and sometimes it's harder to just find the right person. You know, I've worked for some big companies in the past, and it's amazing the amount of information can kind of get lost in the shuffle. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, and somebody at Mitsubishi could find it, but it's really hard. So I could partially go by sales data, but sales data is not perfect because it's sales data, not production data. So for example, if let's say they produce 1,000 Evo 8s in 2003, and they sold 900 in 2003, and they have 100 left when 2004 rolls around, and they sell those sporadically throughout the year, well, those will count as 2004 sales figures, even though they're 03s. So when you're looking at sales data for like 04, 05, you don't know, like, are they talking about 05s, are they talking about 04s? You just don't know. Oh, mom's home. Yeah. Enzo, come here. Enzo. All right, so best estimate puts the 03s around 6,000, like real close to 6,000. Because of this, you know, they didn't sell that many in 03. The 04 production, I think, may have started late from some of the things I've read. I don't have a complete source on that, but just from just paying attention, there's just not that many 04s out there, so they've got to be lower numbers. Best estimates put those around a couple thousand, maybe like 2,000. 05s, I really don't know. I mean, if we look at sales data, Mitsubishi was selling 4,500-ish to 5,000 Evos in 03 and 04. So you figure 05 would have been about 4,000. So figure they've already made about 8,000. 12 minus 8 puts you around 4,000-ish years, or 4,000-ish production numbers, which is kind of on par, I suppose. 09s, I have nothing to go on other than supposedly somebody called and asked and got a figure around 8,200. That's really high, but you have to realize there was no 07 Evo, and I believe part of the reason for that has to do with like side impact airbags. So supposedly the law changed like somewhere in 06, mid 06 or something like that, with any cars produced after a certain date had to have side impact airbags or something weird. It was some sort of safety thing. So the theory is Mitsubishi produced a bunch of them to kind of just let them sell out slowly to hold off until the Evo 10s came. That's the working theory that people have. I don't know how much validity there is to it, but it makes sense. I mean, Mitsubishi did a similar thing with the 08s. That's why we don't have an 09 Evo 10 in the US, because they had so many produced in 08. I don't know why they produced so many, if they just thought demand was going to be higher or if there was something else going on, kind of like that. But nothing really changes in the Evo between the 08s and the 10s. So again, I don't know. As for colors and trim rarity, good luck with that. I mean, just common sense will tell you that the RS is the lowest. GSR is the most common. The MR is in the middle. SEs are pretty low. Not as low probably as RSs, to be honest, but low. And then colors. So again, I don't have any data on this. This is just from years of being involved in the Evo market and watching it in the forums and just seeing what's out there. But yellow has got to be by far the least color made, followed by blue, at least electric blue. Blue by You, I feel like they made a lot of those during the time, but they only made it for 2 years, so it's a pretty rare color. Gray is kind of the same. They only made it for 2 years, but it was a really common color during that time, so there's a decent amount of them. But if you're just somebody who wants like the least popular, or not popular, but least common color, yellow for sure, followed by electric blue, which is only going to be in 05 and 06. Then probably, I'd say probably the graphite gray, which is only on the MRs, followed by Blue by You. I put that lower just because, again, Blue by You was such a popular color. It was used in press vehicles and different things. I would say white is the most common, and the other ones would just kind of fall in the middle there somewhere. So I know this is kind of a departure from the Evo for Dummies videos, where I'm very like factual in those videos. This is a lot of my best guess opinions, but yeah, that's where I would put it. So I hope you guys got some helpfulness out of this. Appreciate if you guys like the video to actually hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit that too. Comment below. If you have any hard data on these numbers, let me know. And please don't copy and paste like forum stuff. Like, I've already looked through all that stuff, and some posts I believe are in good faith. Other posts, I think they're just widely inaccurate because they don't even remotely line up to any of the other figures I'm finding. But who knows? By some miracle, if somebody within Mitsubishi ever sees this video, I would love to know these. Even if it's 5-10 years from now, I would love to know this. So with that, hope you guys have a good weekend, and I will see you tomorrow for the Evo 9 for Dummies video. Lotus, you shadow hopping? And as usual, my homework. You say bye? Say bye? Lotus. Lotus!